Everybody, my name is Bar Pickles, and today I'm going to be bringing you another Destiny exotic review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the exotic rocket launcher, Gjallarhorn, or a lot of people call it Ballerhorn. You saw that, right? That servitor just regained his health. Fish. But anyway, Gjallarhorn is an exotic rocket launcher that can be sold by Xur, actually has been sold by Xur, and can be won from PvP, can be won from PvE, can be won from a lot of different activities throughout the game. Now, Gjallarhorn, in my opinion, is the best, probably, weapon in the game, to be honest. I mean, it does so much damage, and even though it is a heavy, so you don't get to be using it quite as often as a primary or secondary, you do get to be using it a lot. Especially if you're, say, like, a Titan with Ruin Wings. This is probably what I'd recommend using if you are a Titan, and you have Ruin Wings, of course. But this weapon is just extraordinary. From its unique design, made with, you know, little lion heads on it, and brilliant white and gold armor etched all over it. It truly is a unique weapon.
We're getting close.
Now, the perks on this weapon, one is tracking, where, you know, your rockets obviously track your enemy. And then the second is what you just saw there, the Wolfpack rounds. Now, what the Wolfpack rounds do is they send out small, like, tracking cluster bombs, almost, that, they seek after enemies, and they basically obliterate everything that the actual rocket didn't. As you can see here, it's, Jesus, so much lag. It's basically 2 rockets, with the Wolfpack rounds. It does as much damage as the actual rocket itself, and then some. As you can see here, they'll go out over a large area. In fact, Gjallarhorn actually has the second highest, blast radius for rocket launchers. Sorry, exotic rocket launchers, pardon me. But, this definitely comes into play when, you know, doing, say, the Crota fight, or, you know, pretty much anything else that requires you to use rockets. It really helps out with just everything that you need to do. You know, what? God damn it. It really just is a special weapon. Now, let's get into some of the stats of Gjallarhorn. It has the second highest blast radius among exotic rocket launchers, and it has the fastest velocity among them as well. Exotic rocket launchers, that is. Now, this is really noticeable in the Crota fight and the Atheon fight, because you can pretty much just obliterate both enemies in a very short amount of time. With Crota, you can take down a shield before you take down pretty much everything else, and with Atheon, it really does a heavy blow on him. In fact, heavy blow. If your entire fire team has Gjallarhorn, you can take Atheon out in 1 times vengeance on hard mode. Now, that is insane to me, considering for most fire teams it takes at least 2, you know. If you all have Gjallarhorn, it takes 1. Now, this just dropped for me this week, actually. I got Gjallarhorn from hard mode Crota, and I was ecstatic when I saw that I had gotten it. It really just blew me away. Forgot about that guy. I was really happy, and I couldn't wait to get this review out for you guys. But another thing about some of the stats for Gjallarhorn, it also has the highest reload speed among exotic rocket launchers. It, especially with one of the perks in the second tree, I believe it's speed reload. You can reload this weapon in about 1 second, which is crazy. You know, considering how much damage it does, and you can reload it in 1 second. It just wipes out everything, especially, you know, if you can, you know, send a few rockets and then, you know, take out enemies with its high velocity and the wolf pack rounds. It really makes for just heavy hitting weapon in general. And it also has, even though I don't think this matters on rocket launchers, it has the highest stability for rocket launchers. Now, you know, like I said, you don't really need stability on a rocket launcher, considering that you pretty much just aim and shoot, especially with Gjallarhorn since it has tracking, you know. But I know some people like to, you know, I guess be able to fire off shots in quick succession without doing anything, I guess? I don't know. But I know some people like high stability on rocket launchers, even though I don't get it. Now, Gjallarhorn holds 2 in the mag and 7 in total, including the reserve. Now, this is actually the highest among rocket launchers in general. It only gets outclassed by rocket launchers with tripod, such as He's in Vengeance and Dragon's Breath, and then Truth also holds 3 in the mag. But Gjallarhorn, I'd say, outclasses all 3 of those. All, pretty much, honestly, every other rocket launcher in the game. This is what I use 97% of the time when I'm not trying to level up my Thorn, when I'm not using my Red Death. This is what I use most of the time. I mean, it really just works for every, or most, if not every situation there is possible. You know, it's an all-around great weapon, and it just does devastating damage to your enemies. And I would definitely recommend using this on raid and strike bosses, as well as just kind of using it for mobs, because the cluster bombs take each enemy down very quickly. Considering there's 12 of them, of the cluster bombs that is, they go down extremely fast. Now here, let's find a safe place to hide, and let's go ahead and take a look at some of the perks for Gjallarhorn. Now in this first tree, you've got Soft Launch, Confined Launch, and Smart Drift Control. Now I choose Soft Launch just because the other two hurt the velocity very much. Then we have Tracking, which I really like on rocket launchers in general. You know, it's not great for PvP, considering it doesn't always work, but it's really good for PvE, with mobile targets, that is. Then we have Quick Draw, Snapshot, and Speed Reload. Speed Reload all the way, it's just the best. Then Wolfpack Rounds. Rounds fired from this weapon split into tracking cluster missiles upon detonation. I'd say that's the best exotic perk in the game, for me. It just deals devastating damage, and it really can't be outclassed, in my opinion, by pretty much any other perk. You know, it deals devastating damage in Nightfalls and in, you know, strikes / raids where enemies have solar shields. It really takes them down the fastest, especially on a Nightfall if you've got Rainbow Burn or Solar Burn on, considering that this rocket launcher does do solar damage. Overall, the Gjallarhorn is probably the best weapon in the game, in my opinion. From its unique designs to its just amazing perks, there's really nothing that can beat it, or top it, or whatever you want to say. It truly is, in my opinion, the best weapon in the game. It really just shines among everything else, and it just does a great job doing what it does. So this is by this has been my review on the exotic rocket launcher Gjallarhorn. Let me know what you guys think. Do you love the Gjallarhorn just as much as I do? Have you gotten it yet? Because, you know, like I said, I just got it this week, so I'm very excited to get to level it up. And let me know what you guys want to see next. You know, let me know if you like these reviews and how they've been going. You know, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you like me and the Gjallarhorn, go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys later, and bye!
One tendril of the vest